10 most disliked British foods. British food has long inspired strong opinions, affectionate nostalgia, and the occasional polite grimace. While many traditional dishes are celebrated and fiercely defended, others are remembered less fondly, often linked to childhood memories, outdated cooking habits, or flavours that never quite kept up with changing tastes. This video explores the 10 most disliked British foods, arranged from 10 to 1, based on cultural reputation, everyday reactions, and long-standing public perception. These foods are not insults to British cuisine, but reminders of how traditions evolve, preferences shift, and tastes quietly move on. 10. Liver and onions. Liver and onions represents a time when British cooking prioritised nourishment, affordability, and making full use of available ingredients. It appeared regularly on dinner tables across the country, especially in households where budget and practicality mattered more than pleasure. For many people, however, the dish became something to endure rather than enjoy. The main issue is texture and flavour. Liver has a naturally strong taste that becomes even more pronounced when overcooked, which it often was. Instead of being tender, it turned grainy, dry, and bitter. Combined with soft onions and thin gravy, it left a lasting impression that followed people well into adulthood. Even today, many who dislike liver struggle to explain why beyond saying, "I just can't." While some cooks have successfully revived liver with better techniques, its reputation remains stubbornly negative. For a dish once considered sensible and respectable, liver and onions now sits firmly among foods many Britons would rather not see again. 9. Jellied eels. Jellied eels are closely tied to London's food heritage, particularly the East End. They were once cheap, widely available, and sold in markets and pie shops as a working-class staple. Over time, however, they became more famous for shock value than satisfaction. The dislike comes from several directions at once. They are served cold, which already goes against many expectations of comfort food. The jelly itself is savoury and translucent, often wobbling in a way people find unsettling. The eels, soft and slippery, add another layer of challenge. For those unfamiliar with the dish, it can feel more like a test than a meal. Today, jellied eels are often discussed more than eaten. Many locals admit they have never tried them, and visitors frequently mention them as the strangest British food they've heard of. While respected as part of culinary history, they remain one of the most avoided items in British food culture. 8. Marmite. Few foods in Britain generate reactions as immediate as Marmite. Made from yeast extract, it delivers a powerful, salty flavour that leaves no room for indifference. People either grow up loving it or rejecting it completely, often after a single encounter. For those who dislike Marmite, the taste is overwhelming. It's dense, sharp, and lingers long after swallowing. The smell alone can be enough to cause hesitation. Unlike mild spreads, Marmite demands commitment, and that intensity is exactly why it divides opinion so strongly. Its place on the 10 most disliked British food list comes not from obscurity, but from contrast. Marmite is everywhere, yet passionately avoided by many. It has become a cultural talking point, a symbol of British taste differences, and proof that familiarity does not always lead to acceptance. 7. Black pudding. Black pudding is deeply rooted in British food tradition and remains a familiar sight on breakfast plates, especially in certain regions. Despite this, it is often the item people quietly skip when given the chance. The dislike is usually tied to texture and richness. Black pudding is dense, heavy, and intensely savoury. For some, it feels too much first thing in the morning. For others, discomfort comes from knowing what it contains, even if they enjoy the flavour itself. Although respected and defended by those who love it, black pudding struggles with modern eating habits that favour lighter breakfasts. Its reputation remains mixed, and while it endures, it does so with a long list of critics who simply prefer not to engage with it. 6. Bread sauce. Bread sauce is one of those dishes that confuses people before they even taste it. Made from milk, breadcrumbs, onion and spices, it is traditionally served alongside roast dinners. Its purpose is comfort, but its appearance often suggests something else entirely. The pale colour and soft texture lead some people to describe it as bland or unnecessary. Those unfamiliar with it may struggle to understand why bread needs to be turned into a sauce at all. Even among those who grew up with it, bread sauce is rarely the highlight of the meal. It survives mainly through tradition, particularly at festive dinners, where it appears out of obligation rather than excitement. Bread sauce's quiet persistence places it firmly among foods tolerated more than loved. 5. Steak and kidney pie. Steak and kidney pie is a dish with a split personality. The steak, slow cooked and tender, is widely enjoyed. The kidney, however, introduces a strong aroma and flavour that many people find challenging. Kidney has a distinctive taste that can dominate the dish if not prepared carefully. For those unused to it, the smell alone can be off-putting. Some diners find themselves enjoying the gravy while carefully avoiding the kidney pieces altogether. Despite being a classic, steak and kidney pie often divides households. It remains available in pubs and shops, but it is rarely chosen without hesitation. Its reputation as a traditional dish is secure, but its popularity is far from universal. 4. Tripe. Tripe represents an older era of British eating when waste was unacceptable and every part of an animal was valued. Once common, it has now almost vanished from everyday cooking. The reasons are clear. Tripe's texture is chewy and rubbery, and its smell can be strong even before cooking. Its pale appearance does little to inspire appetite, especially compared to modern food presentation. For many people, tripe is something they know about rather than something they have eaten. It has become a symbol of how far British tastes have moved on. While respected historically, tripe now exists mostly as a reminder of meals people are glad no longer appear regularly. 3. Overcooked boiled vegetables. Overcooked vegetables are not a recipe, but a reputation. For decades, British vegetables were boiled until all texture and colour disappeared. What remained was soft, watery, and flavourless. Generations grew up associating vegetables with obligation rather than enjoyment. Carrots lost their sweetness, cabbage turned dull, and peas became mush. These memories left a lasting mark, contributing heavily to negative stereotypes about British food. Although cooking habits have improved dramatically, the damage to reputation remains. Overcooked vegetables still symbolise everything people once disliked about British meals, earning them a prominent place near the top of this list. 2. Spotted dick. Spotted dick is a traditional steamed pudding that, in taste alone, is fairly harmless. Soft, lightly sweet, and usually served with custard, it should be comforting. Its reputation, however, has been shaped almost entirely by its name. The name often causes embarrassment, laughter, or discomfort, especially among younger diners. Many people avoid ordering it simply to avoid the moment of saying it out loud. As a result, the dessert is mocked far more than it is eaten. Spotted dick survives through tradition rather than demand. While it still appears on menus, it often feels like a novelty rather than a genuine favourite, making it one of the most disliked British desserts in practice, if not in flavour. 1. Jellied foods. At number 1 on the 10 most disliked British foods list are jellied foods as a whole. From meats to fish, savoury dishes suspended in jelly have largely fallen out of favour. These foods once served practical purposes, helping preserve ingredients and present meals neatly. Today, however, the cold temperature, wobbling texture, and unfamiliar mouthfeel clash with modern expectations of comfort and enjoyment. Many people associate jellied foods with outdated cooking and unappealing presentation. While they remain part of Britain's culinary history, they are now widely avoided, making them the most disliked category in British food culture. British food reflects its history, practicality, and changing tastes. The 10 most disliked British foods shows how preferences evolve rather than disappear. These dishes once made sense, fed families, and shaped traditions. Today, they remain cultural reference points, remembered more for debate and nostalgia than for everyday enjoyment. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell.